Ooh. Eggs. Shiny eggs. Oh. More shiny egg, but this time since we got back from Sacramento, we will be kind of passive about Pokemon right now. Pokemon TCG specifically. Let's go ahead and hatch some eggs. Ooh! Especially since now this way I can sort of focus on making sure my party's always full, because we got a lot of eggs to go through. We are like 500 eggs in now. I still haven't found a single shiny starter. So we're close to odds. But it's kind of odd that it's like, you know, we're hatching 3 or 1 of each of them. And none of them have been shiny yet. Hopefully, we can find our first one today. That's the hope. I don't know how good or bad it will be. But this way, if we do find our first shiny, then I can use the Pokemon Home strat to get rid of all the ones that aren't shiny. Can have it all. I just need to make sure that my current party also has proper eggs. It would be awful if I was just running around at the start with no eggs in my party. Let's see. Ooh. Sprigatito now. I will say the past weekend was quite nice. We got 331st out of 2,080 players. Woo. Which honestly is massive improvement from when I played in LA. I think in LA we got 2 wins, 4 losses, and then dropped, so I got like 1,500 and something place out of 2,400. So yeah, first regional, we didn't even make top 50%, but this past weekend, we got within the top 16%. So it is quite an improvement between LA and Sacramento. But I'll take it. Now, whenever the next regional is that I'm going to be going to, we'll see if we can place within the top 128 I'd want to do. At least to like the top 128, I think that's when you start getting like prizing and stuff. Not money, but like you start getting packs. I think it's not until top 32 where you get monetary prizing, depending on the amount of people that actually play. So if we can kind of maintain like the sizing of like the regionals, then if we can maintain the sizing of it, then I think it's considered to be like locked in for the prizing at least. I don't know. They have on their website what like the prizing is based off the amount of players. I wonder if they're gonna change the round structure though, because I don't know. Playing 8 rounds is kind of nice because it still took like almost the entire day, but I felt like we got out pretty early. But I've never like been to like a full event, a full like single day event, I guess. So realistically, I don't know how long an actual like full day of Pokemon is. But I mean, it felt like a good amount. I was so close to making day 2. I'd have been so sick going to day 2 on my second regional. But on my second to last round, I absolutely bricked. And the first game I got donked, which is unfortunate. Second game, it went decently well. I definitely could have played a little bit better, but I think for the most part I was just too far behind. But oh, that's what I wanted to see. I want to see how my opponents did. But I know a few of them made day 2. But I wonder if it'll show me the I wonder if it'll show me how they did second day. I did, okay. So one of them went 8, 2, and 2. Another one went 9 and 3. Then everybody else didn't make day 2 either. So yeah, two out of the 3 people that I lost to made it to day 2. And it looks like that they did decently well. I don't know what all the other placements would have gotten them. Oh. But it seems like it was a fun event. I definitely enjoyed playing throughout the event. I even did a build-in battle before that, or the Friday that I arrived. I went 3-0 in the build-in battle, and I got enough tickets to get a Squishmallow of Fuecoco. So we're gonna channel big Fuecoco energy. Not pink, but we got the cute Squishmallow Fuecoco. Oh, but my stomach is starting to act up a little bit. Okay, eventually we'll probably face to the bathroom. But I definitely want to get through some of these boxes because we are. I'm just gonna say we're like 500 eggs in. I think the second time that we did this, we did 300 eggs. The first time we did like 240. I don't know. I have to like rewatch what I did at the end of my last stream and figure out what I left out on. We are definitely missing out. There's gotta be like an easier, well, I don't think there's an easier way for the Paldean Starters. I wish I could use a sandwich to make it easier, but unfortunately this is the fastest, well, this is the only way to get the Paldean Starters as shinies. Like, I don't know if you can like shiny reset at the start for them, but even then it's like that would be such a slow process because the entire beginning sequence is just one long cutscene till you get your Mon, and it's just so long. It definitely wouldn't be worth it to try and shiny reset from the start. I wonder if anyone's tried that. I doubt it because it's such a long sequence, but I also wonder why they made it such a long sequence to like get your starter. You know? I think the thing that hurts me most is like the fact that like you're just walking around everywhere in the starting area and you can't like move any faster. So walking over like where Nimona is just such a long trek, and then you're like halfway you're able to run. Just let me run straight from my house. If the starters want to catch up, they can run too. We're all exercising. We're only 15 minutes in, or we're not even 15, we're 11 minutes in my stuff. Once this I catch, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I've got a BRB thing, yeah. I'll be back. Wait. Dang it. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Yo. What? Back to more eggs. Can't take this off. No, I didn't take it off. Never mind. On my replay viewer, it's like a couple minutes behind. I don't know how it does that. It should start at the same time, realistic. Or it does start at the same time, but somehow it always just gets a couple minutes behind. What's going on, Fang? Oh, it's going. We're finally on the Paldean Starters. I'm like probably a little bit over 500 eggs in, and we haven't seen a single one yet. Not to mention, this past weekend I was in Sacramento for the TCG regionals, which honestly went decently well. I placed a lot higher than I did at the first TCG tourney I went to, so overall, pretty good experience. How have you been doing? Yeah, I haven't even had a glimpse of a shiny Paldean starter yet. The worst part, I was thinking in my head that I would definitely finish like the Paldean starters by the end of this month. And we're already here at the end of this month. Oh no. Sorry, I feel like it's definitely gonna take me some time. Oh, that's just not recently map breaks and Violet. Nice. What are you hunting for in Violet? They shared that they were gonna bring shiny Rayquaza as one of their future events. I didn't look too far into it, so I don't know if there's like a date set or anything, but I know it's like one of the news things that can pop up. Box is full. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm thinking that these Paldean starters are gonna take me forever. And by the time that I I want to assume by the time that I finish these that we're gonna already just go straight into the evolution set in January. So I'm giving myself like a month and a half to hopefully hatch them all. On the 20th next month? Okay, sick. What's going on, Mohit? No shiny anything yet. Although I didn't stream at all like over the weekend because I was in Sacramento for Pokemon TCG. But how are you doing, Mohit? Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the shiny Rayquaza event. I can't wait to actually like get one in this game. It will put us one step closer with the shiny legendaries. Although I feel like I'll still probably do like a separate shiny Rayquaza hunt just cause I don't know. I feel like since it's like shiny static legendaries in the game aren't as impactful as trying to like hunt for them, I guess. I guess it just depends if I want to give up or not. Only gonna be a fire soon? It's only gonna be a 5-star? What? Why would they make a shiny legendary a 5-star raid? That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. I thought for sure that they would make it like a 7-star raid. Because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense to make like a shiny legendary. Like, not even, it doesn't even have to be shiny. Like, just a legendary in general, they're not gonna make it a 5-star raid. Like, I know they're gonna release, like, the Chansey stuff and all that other stuff, too, but that's crazy. See, I was expecting it would be sort of like when you catch, like, the Mightiest Mark starters. That is going to be like a 7-star raid, you get some good loot from it, you can only catch one, because, you know, it's very specific. That's interesting. Let's go on King Enderflame. I see you're still tacked on to King's voice line. I mean, yeah, it's still something that's like worth doing, but it doesn't make it very exciting. Maybe, but if that were the case, then why wouldn't they just make it like, well, I don't know. It kind of deflates from like the whole challenge part of it. I guess if you want to like include all like the possibility of like new players that'll get it around that time to like being able to get it, but yeah. The only justification I can sort of see for it being a 5-star is that if there are going to be like new copies sold or something like that, then it'll at least give those players a chance to like grind throughout the Christmas holiday and try and get it then. He's not here, so he can't stop. He's not here yet. We'll see if he shows up. And then at that point, you guys can fight over the line again. But yeah, if it's only a 5-star, then I think I should definitely do like a separate Rayquaza hunt for like the shiny challenge or whatever. For the shiny living dex. I'll just rename it. I'll shiny 5-star raid. Raid 5-star. 5-star Ray. Oops. Yeah, I've got like 8 boxes of eggs, I think. And I still can't tell when my party's empty. Like, let me see. Since I got back like super late, this past weekend, yeah, I did like only 8 boxes of eggs. A little bit less than 8 boxes of eggs, but 8.5. Oh, nope, no shinies yet. I don't play this game too much offline. I think I try to do everything online just so I can make sure I screen cap it. The only time that I've ever like tried doing some of this stuff like offline was when I was trying to beat Violet. And that's the only time where like I caught a shiny while I wasn't streaming, so I had to like record it on my phone because I forgot that you can like video record on the Switch. And by the time I remembered, it was like way past one. But I was planning on like getting some eggs this past weekend, but I didn't have a lot of time, so I just waited till like last night. Fiona 1881. Oh, Fiona 1881. Fiona sounds like it would have been like a very difficult one to hatch for, because I feel like for that one, right, you have to do like the Pokemon Ranger event and hope that it's like on a single copy or whatever. How do shinies sparkle and can they weaponize it? I mean, good question. It's probably be the same like effect as when a Pokemon uses Swift, you know? Either that or it'll be like an attack to use like Glitter Bomb. Something like that. Something along those lines. Where it makes the other Pokemon shiny. Oh, that'd be something. An attack that makes your opposing Pokemon look shiny, but it actually isn't. That would be torturous. Yeah, I think what I need to do is I need to look at the last video I did to get like an accurate egg count. Transfer to Manaphy from either BDSP or Legends. RC. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never look forward to any egg shinies, honestly. But that's just because, like, I also never really tried to, EV or IV Pokemon, so I never, like, got into, like, breeding and such like that. Make the shiny Pokemon sparkle so hard to blind the person. It's almost like a flash. Drop to accuracy, that'd be good. Call the attack sparkle effect. Get up. Okay, we got 2 egg left. I really just want to not be making all these eggs though. Ugh. But we got what today, and I think on Wednesday I'm gonna do more. My cook quite over 1,300. Yeah, the nice part about like needing all three of them is that I can just put all three of them in the same party as my diddle, and we can treat this like a gotcha of which one we're gonna get first. I like the RNG aspect of this, but honestly, we've had so many Sprigatitos. It like the percentage of starters that we get, it's like Sprigatitos way above Quaxley and Quacoco. It's kind of insane. Yeah, honestly, if we don't finish this in January, if we don't finish this by the time the Eevee set is about to come out, we'll take a break and just do like the evolutions just so I can get that done in January. And then we'll have to go back to eggs again. So I'm hoping it doesn't take me more than a month and a half. In your last bunch of eggs. Nice. I'm hoping to get at least one shiny today. That's the goal, is to at least get one. I want to get one shiny before the Thanksgiving holiday. So we got today and Wednesday to get one. I don't know how many eggs I'm going to go through today, but we'll see. That's why I'm going to solely focus on trying to hatch eggs. Just so I don't get like distracted. And I can make sure that my party is like, you know, properly full. Nice, female Sprigatito. Were you here? I don't know if you're here, but we got, when we did the Cyndaquil one, when we needed the third one for Cyndaquil, we got 2 shiny Cyndaquils in one wave. It was very exciting. I had to Master Ball the first one, because the other one was running away. Use the sub goal. Nice! Let's go. I don't really think I have a sub goal on YouTube. Let me see. I know I made one on my Twitch, but we're at 154. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm lucky. I finished my shiny Cyndaquils. It took a while, but we caught a couple twins. We caught a couple twins in their final one. Damn, that cave was awful. I was like, why can't they make it like the Torchic cave? The Torchic cave was so easy. I just let my Pokemon just AFK hunt it, and whenever I saw a shiny spawn, then I just ran to the spot, caught it, ran back to the AFK spot, let my Pokemon knock out whatever spawned in. It was hard too, because a lot of times it would be like, one would spawn, it'd move out of the spawn circle, but then like a second one would spawn, and it'd just sit right on the spawn spot, so no more would spawn. And that was like the most annoying part of the cave. And every time I try to like leave my Pokemon down there to try and knock out the cave, it just wouldn't. Oh yeah, Torchic Cave was so good. I watched... So I did the AFK hunt for it because I watched a video on YouTube of somebody just like standing at the entrance and letting their Pokemon go ham. The only issue is sometimes it does get stuck. Yeah, honestly, cave hunting is a bad experience. I think Chespin was like the worst cave hunt, even though it like spawns all within like, you know, that Chargestone Cavern area. It felt like it was the longest starter hunt I had in any of the Pokemon. Because I've had to like reset a couple sandwiches. I only found one within each sandwich. And it just took such a long time because it was such a massive area. Eventually, I got bored of the one area that I just started circling a bunch of other areas. Let's go on NXDNA. Yep, we're still hatching these eggs. Haven't found a single one yet. But I need to actually at some point count how many eggs we've actually hatched, because I don't know the correct number, but if I had to guess, it'd be like 5 at this point, like 530, 550. Still need 2 more shiny chestmen. Good luck, because I had awful luck trying to get chestmen. Chestmen took forever. Like, Torchic took a long time, but with that one, it's like, I didn't need to do anything. I just sat at the entrance of the cave, and whenever I saw a shiny, I was like, oh look, there it is. I played Pokemon TCG at the same time, because, you know, I could. It was quick and easy, and it definitely saved me a lot of time. But these Paldean starters are probably going to be the longest, just because we do have to, like, you know, get the eggs, check them all, hatch the eggs, release them all, blah, blah, blah. Still trying to complete your Pokedex? Nice. How close are you? Are you just trying to complete the base Pokedex? Why is... Okay, interesting. Ah. Bro, that's what I'm saying. If they did an outbreak event for the Paldean starters, I would grind that event so much so I don't have to hatch these dang eggs. Okay. Just need to evolve or breed a few and I'm missing the Violet shoes. Ah, I see. Yeah, for a while I was missing the Violet exclusives. Don't need the DLC. Okay. The DLCs are quite fun. I enjoyed playing through the DLCs, but Blueberry Academy is nice. I like the whole, what's it called? Terrarium area. Catch me with luxury balls. I see, Fang, that's where me and you differ. I'd be like, wow, look at the shiny. Look, you know what would look great with this shiny Sprigatito? Boom, a quick ball. Oh, it didn't like the quick ball? Well, a good thing we got the second nicest ball for it. Repeat ball. Boom. Perfect match. Okay. Come on, game. Come on, game. OD. OD. Yeah. Alright, have fun. I mean, yeah, honestly, the luxury ball is such a good... It's such a nicely designed ball. Like, it does definitely scream, like, luxury. If I had, like, a higher catch rate in, like, a ball, I'd probably lean toward if I had to choose a single ball, I would probably choose luxury ball, because luxury, it's just such a cool design. It definitely screams luxury when you look at it. But I don't know. I also really actually like the look of this quick ball. Actually, Moonball would be pretty sick as well. I think about it. Yeah, Pokemon Center released Moonballs for the... I have a luxury ball as well. Forget what ball I have. No, 100%. I think... I would need to think of what the other designs of some of the other balls are. But yeah, as far as like fancy design, luxury ball is definitely the way to go. Trying to do a Nuzlocke for Shining or Pearl? Just go ahead and do it. Just do it. I don't know how well Nuzlocke go. The only time I've ever done one was I did like a not a shiny. I did a randomized Nuzlocke, Soul Link, and Emerald with my friend. And I what it pretty much was, I caught Celebi. I ran through the first half of the game. Celebi got exploded on, and then we had to beat the rest of the game with other Pokemon. I know it's it's cool when I watch other people do Nuzlocks, but I don't have like that kind of in-depth Pokemon stat analysis to like confidently be like, oh yeah, Nuzlocks are easy and that type of stuff. I base all my decisions on how lucky I am, and if that Pokemon looks like it's burnable, we're gonna use a fire move. There's even a lot of moves where I'm just like, I don't even know what this move does, but I'm gonna use it. Okay, come on. Let's at least get one shiny, please. Right here, boys. Ready for this? 3, 2, shine. No. At this point, I'm just trying to be very hopeful. What other Pokeball designs? The Fastball's kind of cool. Cherish Ball's kind of okay. I don't know. The Cherish Ball and the Premier Ball are like... They're cool in their own way, but they're mostly just kind of okay. I like how the Pokeball designs in Legends Arceus look. I like the kind of oldish designs on them. I think it looks super cool. The only issue I have is that I'm always like, I always feel like I'm pressed for time when I'm like trying to shiny hunt, because I'm just like, I gotta get more shinies within this sandwich, we gotta go. Which reminds me, I need to get enough blueberry points to do the ball roulette thing in Blueberry Academy. I just need anguish for Amish. Take the same fate. Honestly, it might take forever for us to even find one, so we'll see how long it takes for us to get there. At this point, I might give them a number, just so what egg they hatch from. Spam so much. Take out their accuracy. I don't know, that's the crazy thing that I never really thought into, is like all the stat changing moves. I always just deleted them when I was younger. I always looked at it and was like, oh, this attack doesn't do damage. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Just naming all the super hard ones to hunt, just like so sad names. I think we also named the twin. I forgot what we named the twins. I'm gonna have to let me check. Oh yeah, we named it Shiny 1 and Shiny 2. Ooh, what's going on? Zachrome Pokebro, thanks for the raid. Putty 2. What's going on? How's it going? Well, were you shiny hunting as well? Oh gosh. We're slowly trying to get these Paldean Starters. What's going on, Donut Facts? Yeah, Shiny 1 and Shiny 2. Those are our twins. Our twin Cyndaquils. One of them getting caught by a Master Ball. The other one, I think it was a Repeat Ball. Dragon Lethal Company. Lethal Company is quite fun. Unfortunately, I get scared so much. It feels really bad when I'm playing Lethal Company, and I always get trapped in by the monster. Sometimes it's just like an unfortunate circumstance that I get like trapped in a hallway. Honestly, the floor, the monster that's like running across the floor, like the big guy, he's always killing me every time. Dodo Fox, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Yeah, I used to back when Phasmophobia first came out, me and the guys, we used to play that a lot. And I always felt like I was the one being punished, because every single time we would play, the ghost would whisper in my ear 100% of the time. And it made me the saddest player there, because they'd hear me, my friends would hear me scream, and they'd be like, what is happening? I'm like, the ghost whispered in my ear, did you guys not hear it? And they're just like, no. Like, what do you mean you didn't hear it? So sad. Met my first jester, tried me in the mine elevator with his body. I don't think I've ever met the jester. I haven't played in a long while. Me and the guys we recently did play, but it's the jester the jack. I need to visually see. Oh, it is the Jack in the Box. I've only seen him once. But it was like the only time that we actually did like the mansion run. We saw him and I was like, yep, out of here. Running away. Not gonna deal with it. Pavilion killing so many things. Of course, Pavilion the Beast. Oh, now we got King here. What's going on, King? Oof. You and King Enderflame can now beef it out. Yeah, the last time me and my friends played Lethal Company, every time, the floor runner, I just can't escape him. That's unfortunate, just getting stuck in the elevator. It's like, I can't move, the jester's just gonna pop out, and you did. It's going. We finished all the first 8 gens of Pokemon Shinies, the first 8 gen starters, so we are considerably close, quote-unquote, to being done. It's just a matter of how long will it take for these guys to shine and be hatch and be shiny. Nice, you got King and King Enderflame fighting for the voice line. There's not a... Okay, yeah. After a while, I just have to realize that the eggs aren't hatching anymore. But especially going for a shiny living dex, I felt like that... I don't know why, but I thought that hatching these shinies wouldn't take that long, and so I was like, quote unquote, assuming I was gonna finish them by this week. I'm definitely not gonna finish them by this week. It's definitely gonna take me forever. I'm hoping I can finish it by the end of December. If not, then I'm gonna have to do some offline recording. Dude, Subnautica, I can't. I have like massive thalassophobia. I'm like afraid of open water, like what lurks in beneath it, so I cannot. I tried, and I never got past like the reef area. I just stayed in the reef area. Yeah, running around for a few minutes with the team. That's what I'm saying. Especially when I was like doing this like sort of AFK, I was like running around while playing the TCG at the same time, and I'd always like run around for a long time, like no eggs have hatched in a while. And my party's just full of mons. Yeah, so we're talking about like multiple different genres of horror games. Zachrom on Twitch was saying that he was playing Lethal Company. And I haven't played in a long while. Pay more attention to the eggs. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. It's hard because it's like, I do want to pay close attention to chat, but I also like want to pay attention to the egg, so... That's why I'm not playing the TCG right now. Plus, I'm kind of like tuckered out of the TCG since I played basically all weekend. I played all weekend in Sacramento. I will say, I got 331st out of 2,080 players, so we did really well. Didn't make any prizing, but, you know, I'll take that placement. For the ones who play Subnautica, good freaking luck. The Reaper Leviathan, oh my god. Like, I played before they started making all those updates to the game, and the Reaper Leviathan, oh... The moment I was able to finally build myself like a small mini sub, I was able to try and venture out into different areas. And then as soon as I saw the Reaper Leviathan, I was like, yep, going right back to the reef where I belong, and I'm not leaving. It's funny, as if fear wasn't from the excellent fire. Just turning on the headlights and seeing nothing. Can't see my eyes, so scary for me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, honestly, the ocean is not a fun place. See, I think that's like the greater fear of like the ocean and stuff. It's not so much the fact that there is something there, it's the fact that there could be something there and you just don't see it. Halloween is over, and this is turning into a very scary stream. That's like my biggest fear of it. That's why I've never really gone back to play it. I love watching people like do playthroughs of it, but me myself, I don't think it's a game I will ever actually beat because I get scared too much. The two kind of players, no investment, they died upset. Oh, they're dead and no in between. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it feels like. I'm the type of player where it's like in a multiplayer horror game, like, oh no, they died. Well, time to move on. Time to progress in the game. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't touch the ocean. I'm like, oof. I try and stay away. Also, I also just don't like the sand anyway. The sand is it's coarse and grainy, it gets everywhere, and all that other kind of stuff. It's just not a not fun experience. Like, why go out to the beach when you can stay home and hatch 8 boxes worth of eggs, you know? It also depends on the horror game. Like in Lethal Company, it's like if my friend dies, like, oh no, they died. I guess I gotta take their body back so we don't lose a lot of money, you know? Oh no, my friend died. How unfortunate. Who could have foreseen this happening? The worst part in Phasmophobia is I got scared so many times. And my friend is such a peen, dude. He would literally try and lock me in the room where the ghost is, and then as soon as the hunt's happening, I would just not move and die. That's why whenever we play horror games together, I don't play around. I'm just like, alright, if he dies, he deserves it. Doesn't matter what's happening. If we're playing Phasmophobia, he deserves to be hunted by the ghost. As he's always locked me in the room with it. And Dad, simply ignore. Simply ignore it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Phasmophobia is definitely like I think one of the earliest scary games where... Or the earliest, scariest multiplayer games where I'm like, genuinely scared. Because I've played Outlast, I've played Alien Isolation, I've played The Evil Within. Outlast is pretty scary because, you know, I don't have a freaking weapon. What's going on, Mr. Not Know What to Say? Yeah, Mr. Not Know What to Say is one of the people that we used to Phasmo hunt with, and he would always stay in the truck. I would say he also brought in some of the materials, but eventually it got to a point where I'm just like trying to run around, figure out where the ghost is, and try to avoid that room as much as possible. That's why I always grabbed the thermometer gun. I'd be like, all right, I know which room the ghost is in. I'm going to let everybody know where it is and never set foot in that room myself. Because that seems terrifying. And I'm going to die. That's always the best part, is like when you're, you know, when you're like searching for your friend, it's like, huh, I haven't seen them in the while, and they're just in the corner, fetal position, dead. I'm like, well, I guess that explains why I haven't seen them. No, we don't need everybody to stay in the truck. We need people in there to like get stuff. Logistical support. Okay. I'm sure I could have done logistical support. We could have sent you in to go hunt the ghost. Or in Lethal Company, we could send you to get the scrap. Get all the scrap. This lady's so happy that I'm hatching my egg. Look at this. Into a regular Quaxley, baby. That's what we're looking for. Nope. Yeah, the only positive thing that I have about some horror games is that as long as I have like a weapon in the horror game, it's not that scary. Like Dead Space, for example, I feel like it's not too bad because I at least have a weapon that I can just blast the ghost or blast the aliens, you know, the mutants, alien mutants. Just I could do with me. See, that's how it felt whenever my friend locked me in the room. It's just, it was never like, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me. It was like, here, now you're stuck in there with the ghost, and the ghost is going to get you first, so I'm gonna run away so that you get hunted. I'm like, thanks. Thanks, friend. Much appreciated. Love you. Yeah, but when we're all dead, it doesn't matter so much. We're all losing money. The reverse movie thought process. Instead of lingering, most people just snipped out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I can't understand. Is like in the movies where it's like a horror movie and there's like, oh wow, this haunting is happening. Let's investigate. I'm like, no, let's run. I'm a fist fight the guy. Good luck. Good luck to you, Donut Fox, because I'm fist fighting the person next to me so that the ghost can hunt them, and I'm running away. The type null Pokemon that I run into at Rock Gym really. Oh no. Did you at least destroy the type null? Oh, you're selling with type null, so you're using type null. Did the Rock Gym leader ruin your type null? See, after a certain while, it's when you're in like a horror movie or when you're playing a horror game, it's not you that needs to be the fastest to run away. You just need to be faster than the person next to you. The nice part about like older Phasmophobia is that you can basically outrun the ghost as long as you just kept running away and like worked on your sprint. Now, definitely cannot. Need to shiny hunt another type null. I need to eventually shiny hunt a single type null. Whenever we get there. Don't worry about it, King. We're gonna save that for later. Nice! No problem. Thanks for the raid, it's much appreciated. Hope you have a fun time with your horror games. And good luck on the video. I know the difficult process of having to procrastinate on video editing. I do that quite a bit. But, yep. Hope you enjoy the process at least. Sylvia is one of your favorite legendary Pokemon, just behind Lunas, and you get another one. Honestly, I don't even know what the shiny version of that. Let's look. Let's look. That looks kind of sick. Shiny Silver. We are not naming this Quaxley. This non-shiny Quaxley will not be named. Yeah, I think for me, like, my top 2 shiny legendaries has to be, like, Lunala and Giratina. Those things are so good. You can barely focus on it. Yeah, especially, like, when it's, like, a long VOD. Like, if you're streaming for, like, 5 to, like, 80... Well, depends on how long you stream for. I only really stream for, like, 3 to 4 hours, and it feels like a long time. But, yeah, when you're, like, trying to cut multiple different videos into one, it's tough. And 2 or people just like, yeah. Oh, I'm live on both. So yeah, I'm live both on Twitch and on YouTube. Typically Twitch is dead, but you know, I guess people decide to show up today. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely varies between the different people that pop in on Twitch and the people that pop in on YouTube. Like, I feel like viewership is kind of consistent on YouTube, but I've streamed longer on Twitch, mainly because that's when I used to do like League of Legends, Apex, Phasmophobia. I used to do a whole bunch of other streams before I started doing Pokemon. Give me a sec. The icons could turn off option. Oh, can I? Ah. Nice. Thank you for telling me that, Mohit. Yeah, because I don't plan on renaming them yet. If I ever give them a nickname, if I ever give them a nickname, I can do it later. Should I also stream to YouTube then? I mean, I think it's a good idea. Like, realistically, I don't see... It doesn't hurt to stream on multiple platforms. Like, I use Restream for free, and it allows you to stream to, like, 2 different platforms for free. I think when you want to stream to, like, 3 different platforms, and you have to, like, pay a subscription for it. But it definitely can't hurt. Plus, I'm able to have my VODs already kept on YouTube since I don't stream for, like, very long. I think for YouTube, there's, like, a set limit amount of time that you can have a VOD. But I think it's, like, 12 hours or something. I don't remember. I've never, ever tried to reach that far. But yeah, I always say, well, before, I only used to stream on Twitch, and, I mean, it was fine, but it never felt like it was growing so much, I guess. Like, I definitely think once I started getting more consistent and I started streaming both on YouTube and on Twitch, that things started to, like, slowly grow a little bit more, you know? It also helps that I've also changed, like, the categories. I'm trying to become consistent in what categories I want to stream in. So that's why I'm trying to, like, focus more on, like, Pokemon stuff in general. The non-shinies don't deserve names to the dungeon. Well, honestly, the non-shinies are, If all these eggs don't have any shinies on them, they're all just gonna get reset and just flushed out of the game. Like they didn't even exist. And then we reset back from the top, baby. But I will still say, if you wanted, I think if you want to keep full VODs up, I think it's nice, just so if people like want to watch full VODs, that they can. But you should still have like some like cut up video ideas or like other like shorts or stuff. I think grabbing shorts is a decent way for people to like view your stuff, but I don't know how well it works for like growing a channel, I guess. I mean, I can't really say much because I'm like, what, 150 something subs? So I'm very, very much a small fish in a big ocean. But It's just stuff that I've sort of been like, okay, shorts do get like a ton of views, but that's because a lot of people like just scroll aimlessly through shorts. And it doesn't always translate to them like looking at your bigger videos. But I would assume some of them could. But I think for me, I enjoy doing mostly pack openings just because I really love playing the TCG and I love opening packs. Dude, all my eggs hatched, they did. Gosh, the process went by so fast, so I didn't even notice. Also quite cool that there's a lot of different like videos online that can help help people with setting up and stuff. Here's the right color, you shall be raised. I mean, it is what it is. Your video uploaded with 5 subscribers. And sometimes you don't even need any videos. Some people will just subscribe to you. My friend, like, has 0 videos posted. But he, like, created a playlist, and there's been, like, other people that subscribe to him just so that they can view his, like, playlists. Because, yeah, he puts, like, a bunch of his, like, favorite songs in, like, playlists, and I guess has it public. It's crazy to think, like, who finds these channels where it's like, oh, this person's got 0 videos, let me subscribe. I don't know. I've never had that sort of situation. I don't think I'll ever reach that sort of situation either. The only other weird channels is like the people that do follow for follow. Cause it's like, I don't know, it feels really weird when you do follow for follow. Cause it's like you're not even following because you like what I'm doing. You're following just so that you can get me to follow your channel. And it's like there's no interest in each other's channel, so I can't like, what's to stop the other person for like unfollowing after like a couple days or a couple hours or whatever? I don't know. I may be the crazy one, but I think it's weird. I've never liked it. I never tried doing it either. Yeah, I've definitely like hidden a bunch of my old videos just cause it's like before I used to just be like a flesh streamer. But since I transitioned to VTubing, it's a lot more enjoyable for me to like keep the anonymity, I guess. People play less like 60. I feel like some people would follow or like subscribe based off people's playlists as long as it's like public. Start content creation. Nice. Do it. I mean, realistically, right? If you have the time, then, you know, it's definitely something fun to do. This is happy YouTube. I think hopefully it works on anything. Because, I mean, realistically, like, I think, especially since Twitch made it, Twitch made it possible now so that you can just openly restream to other platforms. It's a lot more open now, so there's a lot less stress when like restreaming to different platforms. Because before, I think there was like something against restreaming to different platforms, but they changed it like within like the last, I think within like the last couple years or so. So there's just like a lot less risk. Actually, I think there's like absolutely no risk. Sometimes you'll get a bunch of weirdos, but that's just any community that you go to. I feel like that's any platform you really go to, though. There's always a few groups of oddballs that just don't know how to say the right thing. Yeah, I like Restream just because it has both chats in one area. So I'm able to see both chat consistently go between each other. But I do also have like Twitch's individual stream chat flowing in my OBS. Right now my OBS only takes in the Twitch chat. For a while my restream wasn't working and it was giving me issues, so I had to have YouTube also open as well. And it's just a lot of screens on my second monitor. I use my main monitor to play the game. Because I need to see the shinies and my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. But yeah, Dennifox, if you ever want to start doing content creation, try to find something that you're like interested in, that you're willing to like put a bunch of time into, because you don't want to like flop around between different subjects and ideas. I think that's what confuses a lot of viewers, because like let's say you're like me, where I started playing League of Legends. Oh, excuse me. And initially people follow you for playing League of Legends, but then you swap over, and I used to play Apex Legends, so I swapped over to Apex Legends. All the people that watched me for League didn't really care for Apex, so they slowly stopped watching, and then Apex people did that. And then Phasmophobia, and then people didn't care that I got scared, and then Pokemon, yeah. Oh, all the time, King. I feel like a lot of times when I say stuff and it's like out of context, it sounds really bad. Sometimes I do it jokingly on purpose sometimes, but a lot of times I feel like I can't phrase English very well, even though like it's my only language I speak. So there's sometimes where it's like I have to like rewind what I'm trying to say and then say it almost the same way as I was going to say it before. But I feel like those are always like the funny moments when you're like saying something and out of context. It's just like, huh? He said, what about Jigglypuff? Stuff like that. His English are good. My English is good. Me speak English as well. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times when I'm trying to like process words in my head, sometimes it just doesn't come across straight the moment I say it. But that's okay. That's why we retract what we say and then we say it again to reinforce that that is exactly what I meant. And whether if it's out of context bait or not, it's just something we have to live with. I feel like a lot of times I try to like catch myself before I start saying stuff that could be taken out of context, but if it happens in the moment, it happens in the moment. I used to have like reflex statements that I used to say a lot. None of them were PG, but this was back when I used to play League a lot. I used to play League a lot, I used to play Apex a lot, and oh my goodness, the phrases I would come up with. Wild. Other people, this is my child, I know shit. Probably someone. Well, then I'd say by all means just do that. Like, realistically, if you, I think you should consider content creation as a hobby and just not really care what you want to post up. Like, for me, I want to do this as, like, a secondary way to try and realistically finance the way that I do Pokemon stuff. But if you just want to do it just so that other people can, like, watch what you enjoy, watch what you care about, then you should just do it. Just do it! It doesn't have to be, like, anything fancy either, right? You don't need to, like, have some fancy videos to, like, share what you enjoy. I think it's just a matter of if you want it to grow into something more centered, then that's sort of like where the line has to be. But I mean, if it's just as a hobby, then just click the go live. Really insult each other. I had to stop myself from doing that in public to random people. Oh yeah, we all have that one guy that we always do it to. And my friend knows who I'm referring to. But yeah, there's always that one friend that we always have to insult in the friend group. But as long as they know, like, the insults come from love, then it's okay. Then it's all Gucci. I need to charge my mouse before it dies. Still no shiny. Jeebus. Yeah. Because I'm expecting it to be... Well, yeah, then just... There's a ton of... If you're having, like, issues, like, setting anything up, there's a ton of YouTube videos that can at least assist with, like, the starting process of it. You know, they can sort of go into the depths of setting it up, like putting all your settings together, listing all your categories, setting up the different hardware for it. It's easy to sort of get lost in some of those videos, though. It told me as agreeing. Nice. I'm just imagining you walking up to a random person just down the street, some random person. It's complete random street, not even somebody you know. What do you... Okay, sure. That could also be a thing. Yeah, well... I'm trying to think. Because I feel like, if you have a decent enough phone, you can start streaming from your phone if you really wanted to. Well, I feel like if you wanted to stream other games from your phone, that'd be that'd be more difficult. Yeah, I would see. I was always a big PC player, anyways. So instead of like needing to like buy a PS5, buy X console, buy all this other stuff, I always just like, I just want a PC. I just want PC parts. So I've always tried to like have a decent PC. And especially if you're like not doing like graphically intensive games, then you know PCs can handle a fair amount. It's just when you start getting into like some of the older hardware and trying to connect it all, that's when it becomes sort of difficult. So like for my Japanese N64, I had to get, because I don't have like one of those old TVs that take in the 3-pin like aux cord. I was having a difficult time trying to get that display onto my PC and show up in my OBS, that I needed to get like other hardware components in order to like display that on my screen. So I will say there is like a decent layer of initial investment that does need to go into it. But my logic was, alright, well, I'm already using my PC for like normal day things anyway. So I need to have like a decent PC as it is. And you don't like need like a super hard PC. Like depending on what you want to stream can very much impact how much of a PC you need. Some people also have like a double PC setup, a dual PC setup. I don't know how it works, but I've seen a bunch of videos about it that I'll look at it and be like, well, I still don't. I mean, they got one PC that has the gameplay, one PC that has the streaming stuff, and it connects at a certain point. So people do it that way too, to like split the load or whatever. Oh, more eggs. Yeah, it's just all varying what you need. Box number 4. Wow, we're flying through these eggs now that I don't have to focus on playing the TCG at the same time. Yeah, and sometimes that can be like the hardest part. I feel like just trying to save money in general is like the hardest part. I've tried my best to like budget out everything, sort of just like cut out a lot of stuff that I don't really need. Like I don't go out as much, I don't buy a lot of fast food anymore, I don't buy Starbucks anymore. Just cutting out like some of those smaller things where it's just like, well, I don't really need this, so it can save me like $5 a week, $20 a week. Eventually it all starts to add up, and then at some point you're just like, wow, I have like X amount of money. I can use all the money I used to spend on fast food per month and put it towards like a new PC that I want to build. So I think that's a good start, is figuring out what, like doing like a PC builder and figuring out what specs you need, what you want it to look like, how you want it to get, how much everything costs, and seeing type thing. And then eventually, bada bing bada boom, you got yourself a PC. And then you can start streaming some of the other online stuff, whichever you want. I used to stream League for like a couple years, and that was pretty fun. Eventually, I started to stream Call of Duty Warzone, and that was a lot more graphically intensive. Honestly, those days, streaming was horrible. I was saying it, still relentlessly beating my cheeks. Let's go! That's what we like to hear, King. It's the best kind of news. I really wish you could find a single shiny. This is just gonna be my status update. No shiny. Come on, prove me wrong. You've done it before. You do it all the time. Not a shiny. Not even gonna specify which one it is. Dang. Still getting a ton of Sprigatitos. But I will say, I do like shiny hunting in this area now, since one big circle. We're running one way. I can AFK it. The only issue is my hair starts to get in my face. Eventually I need to put my headband on. Actually, I think while the next egg is happening, audio disconnecting quite a bit. Oh, what? What? Hang on, I'm gonna move some stuff. Yeah. It's right, there is some stuff under the mic. As long as it's okay generally, then probably okay. I'm gonna put my headband on. Why so many grass cats? Well, I guess we know Ditto prefers one third evolution, and we all can see which that one is. You finished? Oh, good now? Okay. Just in case, just in case I had stuff underneath my mic, so I had to move it anyway. So I just moved that out. But yeah, somebody on one of my previous streams told me that this was a great area for hatching eggs. So I create the eggs in where the psychic gym is, where Tulip is, because there's a recipe that has level 2 egg power. And then I start running here. But yeah, honestly, Sprigatito is the most. Let me know when you guys, if you guys have done this type of thing, shiny hunted the starters like this. Do you guys also get a ton of Sprigatitos? Because Sprigatito is by far the most hatched starter we've gotten. Let's manually make egg powers 2 sandwiches. Yeah, I'm just too lazy to do that process. I'm too lazy to make the sandwich, so I just buy the recipe. It's crazy, like, the amount of Sprigatitos we get. I swear, it feels like there's a 50-50 split. 150 is Sprigatito, and the other 50 is, like, split between 25 and 25 of Fuecoco and Quaxley. Yeah, I feel like Fuecoco and Quaxley are pretty even. That one I'm not too worried about. I've also just... Honestly, we're making pretty decent pace, even though I've been messing up, but that's okay. Not gonna worry about it too much. I think all the times that we've been hatching eggs, Sprigatito has been like the most one. I think this is the game showing us that Ditto prefers Meowscarada over Quavel and Skeledirge. Unfortunate, my sons. I mean, maybe Meowscarada really wants to... I don't think I want to finish what I'm gonna say. Yeah, yep. Yep. Just gonna do this. If Zenless Zone doesn't bully you? I did my Nikkei dailies earlier today. I still need to summon it for the newest character, but I don't have a lot of event tickets, so I have to wait for that. I used to make a sandwich myself because either having to close a picnic by the meal. Yeah. Oh. See, I only... Let's see, to get this amount of eggs, I did four meals. But I was very AFK when I was doing them, so it wasn't too much of an issue for me. Best starter from each element? Oh gosh, best starter from each element. Okay, well I'll do fire last, because fire's my... Well, no, fire can do first. Cyndaquil. I love Cyndaquil so much. Cyndaquil is like my child. When it comes to fire starters. Grass starter, I would probably have to pick Sprigatito. Just because I like Grass Cat. Water starters. Ooh. Water starters. It's either gotta be No, it's gotta be Oshawott. I think I like Oshawott and Samurott more than Froakie and Greninja. Now, let me think more. What else is a grass starter? I got what? Chespin, Turtwig, Bulbasaur, Treecko. Treecko is a good shout, actually. Ooh, Treecko is a pretty good shout. But I may pick Grass Cat over them. Oshawott's an underrated one. I feel like It's mostly underrated because I feel like a lot of people would like choose like Greninja or Blastoise or Feraligatr or Mudkip or what other ones? No, no one's picking Sobble. Oh, Piplup's a good shout as well. Primarina, that is also one. Favorite starters, Aeron, Laron, and Aggron. Okay. Okay, King. Yeah, we got it. You've got the wall of Mega Aggron as your starter. Just straight from the professor. Now Fox Snivy. Snivy's a pretty good shout as well. Oops. Snivy's your favorite? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I think a lot of like some of the early generation starters are really good. Wow, I don't remember which one was in that generation. I don't know all three of the starters then. Yes, yeah, I'm locking in my list. We got Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and oh, I'll still go Sprigatito. Trico is a close second for me. Anakin, Primarina, Decidueye for you. Nice. All pretty solid starters. Little Poplio. Honestly, but what's your guys' favorite shiny starter variant? Because I think Fennekin, it's such a cool shiny. Trying to remember what Ace Gen box, because I have them. Now, honestly, I really enjoy the dual typing. I don't know why it's not a thing for all of them, you know? Oh gosh, there's so many stuff. Fennekin's free. Honestly, yeah, that Fennekin like starting shiny, it's so cool. I was so happy when we finally got the outbreak for it. Let's go on Uninfected Hero. Yes, shiny Pokemon are in fact cool. If only the shiny hatching was a lot faster. Well, I wouldn't say a lot faster. I wish we get more shinies from shiny hatching, but it's probably going to take us quite a considerable amount of time. I will say, though, I also really enjoyed the Litten shiny. Snivy needs a second typing, to be honest. I don't know, what would Snivy's second typing be? It just feels like a grass snake. Maybe like a grass poison? I can see it being a grass poison. Snivy, poison ivy type thing. I feel like that'd be pretty sick. Grass cat. We meet again. What do these shinies look like? Nah, they're not too, nah, they're not bad. From your first egg, nice. I actually created a short from my fastest shiny. It was Turtwig, literally less than like 10 seconds into the sandwich. I exited the picnic, walked like 10 feet, and a shiny Turtwig on my screen. And fighting, it's a very regal snake. That'd be cool. But they've reserved the fighting for the fire types. So we can't have enough of our fighting fire starters. You know what, Blaziken, Infernape, Tepig. Ooh, hello. Chad was trying to stop me, telling me I've got no eggs in my party. I'm really interested to see what's going to be new in the next game. Arizona counter colors with our turn and everything. And they're fighting 7 other shinies during the sandwich. Nice. That's the greatest feeling, is when you find majority shinies in like a single sandwich. Nice, the caves in the old Pokemon games are. I miss them caves in the new game. I don't feel all that fun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't share the same sentiment. I never enjoyed being in any caves, but that's also because I'm a big fire type Pokemon player, and fighting a bunch of like rocks and ground types everywhere. It's not a lot of fun. I can't shiny hunt. I don't have the patience. I mean, I think it depends on what you're trying to shiny hunt for. Like, if you have a specific shiny that you're looking for, then I feel like a little bit of determination can help you get you there. It also helps if like the Pokemon's an easy thing to hunt for. Like, if you get like an outbreak of a Pokemon, it becomes like almost a million times easier to shiny hunt for it. And I say almost because you should probably get a level 3 sandwich and do the whole outbreak thing, knock out the 60 and do all that kind of stuff and whatever. But it's something where I feel like I have a decent amount of patience. I am also just very stubborn as well. So that's why I feel like I'm able to do all this shiny Pokemon starters and shiny Pokemon stuff. Because realistically, the end goal in mind is going to be having that shiny living dex. And get them all in Pokemon Home. And I think that's sort of like having a desired end goal is something that can, like, you know, be the driving force for it. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like these new games are babied down when it comes to a lot of the puzzles. Not a shiny. A lot of early puzzle games, like, I feel like that's sort of what led me to like doing like a lot of problem solving and puzzle doing. It can definitely like cater to a lot of older games that I used to play. See, full on resets, I give up after a while. Oh my gosh. I tried my best one time to do a full on reset for... I think it was BDSP. I think BDSP was the first game I tried to do full on soft resets. And oh my god, they did not want to be shiny, and I gave up after like freaking 3 days of not seeing a shiny. At that point, I was like, you know what, I just want to play the game, so I just played the game. I was over it. I wasn't having it. 2 full weeks of I'm gonna cry if I have to do like 2 weeks of resetting for a single Pokemon. Like, see, in my head, I'm really thinking in my head that if I have to do like the individual Pokemon, they'll come a lot easier. So I'm not too worried about them. But then like okay. I have to realize its name is Trent. I'm glad you keep up the theme of, like, horrible hunts Pokemon. You just nickname them just, like, torturous things. I like that you have that trend going on. Yeah, 2 weeks of soft resetting. It's making me, like, dread what's gonna happen when I have to, like, shiny hunt for Giratina, shiny hunt for all these other individual ones. Eventually figure out how to get shiny Fion and Manaphy. Named Lament. Oh, shiny Guzzlord. That honestly, I feel like it looks like a decent shiny for what it actually is. Not gonna lie. You're after Yellowbird? Which Yellowbird? Are you talking about Ho-Oh? The shiny Ho-Oh? Or Zapdos? Or is there just a regular ass shiny Yellowbird that you're looking for? I mean, I can imagine. Neither. There's a different Yellowbird. What else is a Yellowbird? I don't even know what Rickety Shiny looks like. Rickety's a Yellowbird. I mean, honestly, my mouse is charging right now, so I can't look at it. So. Oh, wow, got it. First shot. Jeebus. Here, I was going the legendary route. Ugh. All the G-Max shiny mons. Nice. I feel like having Pokemon like grouped within categories to try and shiny hunt that way makes it a lot easier. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be shiny hunting the legendaries in Dynamax Adventures. Eventually, when I get there, then we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm going to have to figure out which ones I can get for that. Which is on DS games. I wish I still had a working DS. I don't know. I rechecked a lot of the hardware that I had, and because it's like been stored away for so long, it's just like dusted and crusted over. So nothing works. No, yeah. I will definitely, after we sort of break out of doing the starters, probably after the Paradox Pokemon, after the evolutions, then we'll probably do like the legendaries. A streaming 3DS for a decent price. Ooh, that's an idea. That was shape height of Voodoo on acid thighs. Ooh. See, here's the thing. I'm all about proportionality. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably go boobs. If I had to choose one. All the ones in the base game. Yeah. I need to look up, like, what's the best way to get a lot of the other shinies. Because I'm sort of relying on a lot of this to be like Scarlet Violet, Let's Go Eevee, BDSP, Dynamax Adventures. I need to see if I can actually find my Ultra Sun. Because I did have Ultra Sun. And I'm sure it's packed away somewhere. I just need to find it. A Alolan Grimer outbreak. Dude, Alolan Grimer. I don't even think it's a really good shiny either, right? Well, then again, the Pokemon itself isn't very good looking either. I probably have. Yep, I don't have any eggs. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because, like, my whole thought process of doing this, like, shiny hunt is, like, getting groups of Pokemon and, like, you know, hunting them all within a certain time. But then there's also just, like, a bunch of random ones where I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna group you. That wasn't the wrong answer, but it would have been... I just, like, sort of like the when you go through, like, a dialogue store, it's like, King will remember this. That was worthwhile. Yeah, it feels unfortunate when you have like a bunch of outbreaks that you don't care about. Like, let me see. What outbreaks do I have? Is it easily More herbs and is the raid bots. Yeah, I've been trying to like when a special one, like when a special 7-star raid comes up, I'll try to do that one. Ghastly, we already finished. Murkrow, I don't have. Avalog's kinda eh. We already finished that one. All the base outbreaks we've pretty much already done. But yeah, I did a bunch of for alligator raids, 7-star raids when they were happening. And I got a ton of herbs from that. I'm really gonna have to consider what's gonna happen after I finish like the groups of Pokemon. I guess it's probably gonna have to be something along the lines of catching specific types. Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure out when we get there. First, we have to finish all these groups that we currently have thought of. Yeah, do we know if the I mean, I know the Rayquaza is going to be a 5-star raid, but do we know like the herb percentage of getting it in those raids? I'd have to assume they're not going to be very high considering that they're 5-star raids. But they did also announce that they were going to have a bunch of other no info yet. RIP. I know they also listed that there's going to be a bunch of other raid events going on that I haven't bothered to look at yet. Because I don't pay attention. Which I guess is the unfortunate... Dude, there's all these grass cats! Should shiny hunt Aggron? Well, I have to see... Because I definitely have to do shiny evolutions in January, because that's when the new set comes out, and it just sort of makes sense during that time limit. Paradox Pokemon, it'll have to be sometime. Honestly, shiny Aeron's so cute. Aeron itself is just a cute Pokemon. I think for that, I'd probably have to see if we can get an outbreak. Maybe that's what we can do. I can have you guys suggest Pokemon for me to hunt for, and then we can just sort of do that. I guess it depends on like how many submissions we get for the Pokemon, because eventually we're gonna have to catch one of anything, and if it's a repeat, then you know we just sort of exit out. That could be an idea. After we do all these event ones. Aaron is in Scarlet and Violet while freaking me. Guess we're gonna have to figure this one out together. No, Fang, yeah, I completely understand. Like, this game, I think it's because we've gone so long without a new game that, I don't know, it kind of feels sort of plain. Because, like, a lot of Pokemon people, we just do the same thing now because there hasn't been a new game out. But once Legends Zeta A comes out, ooh, you best believe Pokemon's gonna be popping again. I mean, I'm still enjoying it because I typically don't play post-game, so this is like my first experience of actually playing a lot of post-game. So it's nice for me. Yeah, that's the only other thing. I hope that they bring a lot of Pokemon that they don't have in Scarlet and Violet, and I hope they put it into Pokemon ZA. Yes, I'm gonna swap to a Brilliant Diamond and kill double soft. Oh god, double soft resetting. Throw up the setup. Bring it out. Psyduck got added to Unite. I think I saw something like that. I do like Pokemon Unite. Unfortunately, when I play, I lag a lot. But I did initially, previously, thought of trying to like be decently good at Unite, but I never kept to it. But Unite's definitely a very fun game. I still enjoy like playing it occasionally. I played Blaziken Because Fire Starter, Blaziken's super sick. Love it. But yeah, I never really kept to it because there's just like a lot of other games that I've been trying to like play with and work on. Like I still play Apex rather quote unquote competitively, being that I just play ranked to do my dailies and then that's it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You made Serena when you played the Unite? Nice. I don't remember Serena. Like, I think when I first played, I basically just played Charizard. And then when I saw Blaziken, I was like, oh, that's sick. Let me play Blaziken. I remember that they were showing that they were releasing new ones recently. I don't remember. Toxic relationship with Unite. Well, I mean, I feel like that's just something with like any League style game, you know. I feel like that's like the normal gamer standard is having a toxic relationship with whatever game you play. You know, you hate it, but you gotta always go back and play it. You know. That's how I am with League. Well, actually, I'm kind of whatever now. I'm very passive about League. But I'll still go back and play it. Welcome back, DNA. Still no shiny, by the way. We're finishing box number 4. Nice, what'd you get? Nope. I played United about half a year. Yeah, I don't know what spurred me to play it again. I think it was like after Worlds that happened this year. I was like, okay, let me just play a bit of Unite because they released like a whole bunch of like new Pokemon that were coming to the game. And I thought it was fairly interesting, but then it's like after a while I just sort of fizzled out again. Maybe one day I'll play it again. But I doubt it's going to be anytime soon. Buffalo Chicken Rat. Oh, that sounds fire. That sounds fantastic. I need to plug my mouse in again. Exhaustion was added. I like basically played when it started, and then I took a long break, played Blaziken, and now I'm taking a long break again. Oh god, Monster Hunter? Dude. I felt like I was so behind the times with Monster Hunter. Because by the time that I got myself a PSP and to play Monster Hunter, it came out for the 3DS. And a lot of people weren't really playing it as much anymore. But I did play a decent amount of Monster Hunter World. And I'm not very good. Like, I'd say I'm pretty okay, but I'm definitely not a well-seasoned Hunter of Monsters. You're a Monon Fiend. Yeah, I used to dabble with the longsword. I could have sworn I had a different party of eggs. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like the only games I really play now is like League and Apex again. So I set up for these. I have Boswell on the 3DS to the left of this laptop that I'm on. Switch controller to the right. That's what it's about. Having the multiple. I really respect people that have just like multiple systems set up to shiny on. Hunting Latios on the Switch. Dude, Latios is such a good shiny. I can't wait till eventually we have to do it. Oh, it's gonna be a long process, but we will get there. You don't bonk everyone with a longsword? No. I'm very controlled when I play with the longsword. It was always my friend that played the greatsword that I have to worry about, because whenever he would play with us, he would always fling us into the air while we're trying to carve the monster. You need to reclaim Ho-Oh. Yes. And then reclaim all the other Pokemon. And then you can do Guzzlord again and set a new time. Can you imagine if, like, shiny hunting, like, became, like, a speedrun category? That'd be funny. It's like, how fast can you shiny hunt a specific mon? At that point, it's just RNG, though. Wow. It's RNG, huh? Woo! It's RNG plus a little bit of strats and tactics, I guess. Second Poiple. Poiple. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for those shinies. It's definitely gonna be a long process, and I'm gonna have to look up. But luckily, we're in the day and age where YouTube, there's just so much information on how to get whatever Pokemon I may need, unless it's shiny locked. I don't think it should be that hard. Well, I wouldn't say I don't think it should be that hard. It's probably going to be hard to get those shinies, but finding out how to get them, probably not too bad. Other wormhole shinies you're missing? That's what I'm also interested in. I need to see if I can find my Ultra Sun game. Because if I can find my Ultra Sun game, that'll probably give me enough motivation to be like, alright, well, if we wanted to do wormhole shinies, realistically, I would just need to get another 3DS. Or find my current 3DS wherever it may be. Because I'm sure it's somewhere. Now, where it is, I don't know. That becomes a separate question. Alright, box 5. Almost 2 hours in, and we haven't seen a single starter. But of course, why else would you do full odds? No, you're doing full odds because you want to show everybody the amount of patience you have to shiny hunt for them with full odds. You have so much trust in your luck that they're just going to show up immediately. That is why you're doing full odds. Patience, stubbornness. Ah, potato, potato. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. You want to flex that you're like, hey, I can catch these shinies even at full odds. No help needed. Who needs these? Who needs help catching these when I can just do full odds? Yes. So I've been procrastinating so much. I still haven't transferred any of my other games to my new Switch. I've been procrastinating on that, and eventually I should do it. Oh, but I've just been so busy. I also don't have the Ultraman exclusives. Ooh, that may become an issue. I never got Ultramoon. Wait, Coco. What are you doing, my child? Bam, bam, bam. Sometimes that's just how it is, you know? Sometimes you just play the game so much that it's like, yeah, I don't want it. I don't want to fill out the decks. Like, this is the first game where I've actually filled out the decks and completed it. I haven't done it in any other game because I've always been too lazy and said, F it, I'm not going to go out and play the game to catch all the rest of the Pokemon. But then again, I've also never bothered to try and shiny on, so I never understood the shiny charm before this game. Shiny Sprigatito. Come on, Sprigatito. Surely you can be shiny for me. Nope. Sword, that's all. Yeah, I managed to find my games, and my old Switch does have my save files, so I was able to recover my old Arceus, my old Sword, and even my BDSP. It's so funny because, like, when I look back at those games and I just see my character, I'm like, yeah, I knew what I was doing back then. Or at least some of them I was like, what the heck was I doing back then? Like, I think looking at my Sword character, I was like, what? Why did I create this character? What happened? What happened, younger Lantern? It's so weird, though, because it's just so funny. I also still need to make sure I did get the Isle of Armor before... I would say before it's too late, but I can't imagine it's really going anywhere. Unless it finally does, you know, Nintendo announces, hey, we're no longer putting out Isle of Armor. That would be weird. Yeah, I've swapped back and forth. Like, I think Ruby and Sapphire, I picked the male character, but I think a majority of the other games, I picked the female character. Yeah, looking at Pokemon Sword, my character's a female. BDSP... Actually, no, in Let's Go, I did male character. I always try and think about what I want to name my character, though. This is also true. That's why I picked a female character in this game, because I saw all the different customizable options you can have for your character. Ah. Oh. Manga accurate Mewtwo, thanks for the follow. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, I had a heart attack for like a split second. How are you doing? Oh. Sometimes I forget that I have these types of alerts, but I guess it's better than what I used to have. I used to try and deep dive into like the whole horror genre, even though it scared me every time. That I used to have like whispering alerts for following, and that was an awful time. Definitely never going back to that though. I like how they did make a lot of the you can customize a lot more in the newer games. I was so disappointed though when you first played in the base game and they didn't have like any big clothing customizations. I was so sad when it's like, oh yeah, you can customize your hair, you can customize your backpack, and you can customize your shoes. I'm like, what? That's what I'm saying. Like, I was so happy when they did like the teal mask, because even like the outfit that I'm wearing now, I'm just like, yes, this is like the better option than they had in the base game. Like, I thought in was it Sword and Shield, when you can buy the jerseys, I thought it was so cool that you can buy like the different like gym types for the jerseys. It was such a cool concept. And then they just didn't do it for Scarlet and Violet. Like, why? Why not? What the freak? We have the customization. Exactly, Fig. It's almost like I'm saying it and then you're saying it. Whew. Yeah, Sword and Shield was definitely a good era for customization. It feels weird that they sort of went backwards on that, though. I mean, I guess it's like school stuff. 2-hour reminder to drink some water. No worries, Akram. I've been drinking plenty of water this entire time. Give us Penny's bag. Oh, I'd love to have an Eevee bag. I would love to put an Eevee bag. Flareon is my favorite Pokemon. I'd love to have the Eevee bag. I have no Mon in here. Yep. But yeah, I always get super thirsty, so I've got like a giant water jug next to me. Plus, I finished all of my Gamer Sips drink that I did today. Bing 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 bing. I hope in Z to A that they give us better I'd like to believe that Z to A is going to be like a bigger customization area. Because if it's anything like Legends Arceus, right, it's going to be like fairly open world. And I feel like just being able to customize a lot of stuff, it's going to be more open in that game. Which I am looking forward to. I just wish that they gave us a freaking date that they would release it. Like, come on, Nintendo. We want your Pokemon news. We want it now. Or we'll have to wait for Pokemon Day. Dude, Honedge looks super sick. After you guys mentioned it to me, honestly, looks super sick. I would be happily down to also shiny hunt for that line in Legends Z to A. You know, that'll definitely be something where it's like, alright, what Pokemon can we shiny hunt in Legends Z to A? I'm also curious how, like, the shiny method's gonna be in Z to A. Is it gonna be like Legends Arceus? Are we gonna have ways of boosting our shiny odds? Are they gonna force us to have sandwiches in Z to A? That's the question. Or are we gonna have a different type of food in Legends Z to A to hunt? Found Yellow Burb. Nice, let's go. Here, you found a Yellow Burb. Here's our shiny starter, baby. Nope. I was wrong. We got regular Burb. If we found the shiny Quaxley at that moment, it would have been just fate. I feel like my Masuda Ditto is a little bit defective. My Japanese Ditto is not very good at making shiny genes, apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and count how many eggs I've been doing. No problem. I understand the locking in of Monster Hunter. I feel like that there's some monsters in Monster Hunter where I just get hit by the most BS thing and I'm just like, bro, what? I wasn't even in range. What the heck? What the freak, man? Another Quaxley. Shiny. Oh, we got a lot of Quaxleys in here. Yeah, that's what I can't understand sometimes. It's like I'll be like way off screen and then just Random nothingness, dude. Only 2 remains now. Let's go. Get the whole line infected. Get the whole line. Snake or building now? Yeah, save the building for last. Gotta make the big bad building for last. Yeah, eventually. And when you do, just remember my voice. Get the last 2. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. I mean, I don't have a living dex either. I figured it'd be easier to just cut out the middleman and be like, you know what? Instead of just getting a living dex, we could just go straight to a shiny living dex. And Monster Hunter's hard. I've definitely had a lot of moments in Monster Hunter where I'm just like, yeah, I'm booty cheeks. I try my best not to take up the 3 lives though. That's the key part. Especially when I was like hunting online with other people, I'm like, all right, we're just not if we're even close to dying or if we get one shot, we're just not gonna go hunt the monster. We're gonna go and like fight something else in the area. Nice pure skill. I don't have such skill. Snake. I feel like that's the hard part, is like trying to get a specific outbreak you're looking for. There's even like a lot of starter shinies where we didn't even get an outbreak for, we just had to isolate. I did, however, after we finished Shiny Trico, I did get a couple of Trico outbreaks that I completely ignored because we already finished that, but just a little tidbit of what happens when I reset the outbreak. Bruh, show me a pink Fuecoco. Show me the pink Fuecoco. I also stole some code card in my desk. Bruh. Oh, we got one more egg. Lure balls. Lure ball's a sick looking ball. It definitely matches the shiny Sceptile pattern. Actually, it's decently well with the Trico as well. Oh gosh. We've got 3 more boxes. I wonder how many eggs it's gonna take for us to get a first one. We're really hard boss, but you really got the specific boss, so if someone came and thought they were watching a movie. No. I've never been really good at a boss. I did, like, for Elden Ring, for example, there was, not in the newest one, one of the older ones, I think it was, like, Elden Ring 3? Where I got decently well at a boss, but it never, like, looked really well. Catch him in a beast ball, but decided to hit. Bro, a beast ball? Good freaking luck, dude. I think what, doesn't that have like worse chances than a Pokeball? Man, Monster Hunter, there's never been like one where I like hunted so much that I like became very well versed in it. Yeah, see, that's my thought process. Beast ball? What? You gotta be psychopathic. Is that what the like the next line of psychopathy is? Getting a shiny living dex of everything with a beast ball? Shiny Jumbo Mark Alolan Sand Slash that he caught with the beast ball. That's sick. Alolan Sand Slash looks so cool. I really enjoy some of the Alolan variants. I don't have any marks on any of my mons. It's just cinematic, nice. Yeah, I don't know. There's only been like a few moments when I've been playing. Like, I think for me, it's not so much like boss battles, but there's been a few moments when I played Apex where it looks like kind of like cinema. But it's like very few. Regular. Pretty soon this shiny hunts, the only cinema for this shiny hunts is gonna be horror. Because there's just no shinies in sight. Pikachu ball, nice. I really want my first shiny to be Fuecoco, my son, my little fire croc. Please, my child, become shiny. I beg of thee. Be my first shiny of the night. Not even a Fuecoco. Well. I actually never played Titanfall 2. It was a game, when it first came out, I was interested, but I never bothered to get it. If it doesn't take 13, I mean, we're like approaching the halfway point of that. Probably a little bit over the halfway point of that. Now, except for... Well, that's the issue I haven't picked it here, is I've already finished all the other starters. Like here, let me show you. So all the other starters in this game we've already completed. All these ones are shiny. All these boys are shiny living dexed. And the only thing we're missing is this array of Gen 9 starters. I swear, if I finish like hatching all these Gen 9 starters, and then in Legends EA they get an easier way to get shiny variants of the Gen 9 starters, I might be upset. And if I don't finish the Gen 9 starters by then I'll just be sad. I'll be sad and relieved. But we'll see how long it takes for us to actually just do the Gen 9 starters. They won't? Oh, that's great. I don't know if I'd rather have it be easier if I just have to be subjugated at getting all these eggs. I've had the Gen 6 starters. That's cool. Which one's Gens? regular Sparkatidon. I'm hoping that they bring in some new Pokemon too, though. I feel like it'd almost be if English was my first language. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just hope that I guess for me it's like the hope for their newest game is that they're gonna bring in a lot more of the older stuff, or not, well, some of the older stuff. I'm hoping that they bring in a lot of stuff that like we can't shiny hunt currently. Like some of the random Pokemon. But I'm completely looking forward to what the concept is going to be for the game. I also don't remember how to play Legends Arceus. I'm going to figure that out. They'd be in Legends ZA if all the Megas came back. I hope they bring back all the Megas in the game. I hope they bring back all the Megas in the game. I think that'd be super sick. Starters, I have no idea. I wouldn't even have an inkling. Like, I've seen a couple people just, like, tease what, like, they try to, like, leak or try to speculate what starters it's gonna be. I think Chimchar was a speculated one. Oh, thanks for the follow, Infected Hero. Yeah, I have no idea. That's also the thing about Monster Hunter that I didn't like, is that they don't have HP bars, so you don't know when they're gonna get knocked. And it's all about, like, I don't know how close I am to finishing the hunt, or if I just died right at the end. Yeah. Give me Snipey, please. I think that was also one of the speculated starters that they were thinking of. I think. I don't know. I tried my best to avoid a lot of... oh, jeez. I tried my best to avoid as many spoilers as I possibly could. The only spoiler that I really saw was what Mudkip should have been. Oh, I think it'd been so funny if Mudkip was Raft Bunny. That would have been so good. But yeah, for the most part, I've tried my best to avoid spoilers. I'm indifferent about it. They start limping at low health. Yeah, I know they start limping at low health. But it's like, how much of low health do they start limping? Because sometimes they'll be at low health and I'll hit them for like another good like 10 minutes and they still won't get knocked. Eventually I'll just get bored and capture them just so I can get more materials as well. What happened, Mr. Not know what to say? You don't like Life Raft Bunny? You don't like Inner Tube Rabbit? I hope... Oh my god, can you imagine if they bring Inner Tube Rabbit as a starter in Gen 10? Oh, that would be so good. I'll wave Inner Tube Rabbit at you. I'll wave Alolan Exeggutor at Leo. Ah, it'd be fantastic time. Good times for everybody. I mean, the most you could probably do to me is like wave Sylveon in my face, but I've become indifferent about Sylveon. Sylveon's now okay. I've gotten used to the idea of fairy types. I think Klefki's the funniest fairy type. A fire honey badger. See, I don't even know what they would do to like make new Gen 10 starters. Right? I'm hoping that they give us some more new Pokemon though. I'm really interested in like different evolutionary lines of Pokemon. and if they're able to create new concepts of Pokemon. I'm also kind of hoping it's not just like inanimate objects as well. Because we already got keys, we got a building, we got trash bags, we have a lay. I don't know, something new. I don't want to see Chairman doing that fairy type. Not really. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent about fairy types. That's just because I'm also a big dark and fire type. It's always at least a few object Pokemon. Yeah, I just hope it's not like all the new Pokemon. I hope they don't bring too many inanimate object Pokemon. I feel like you're looking at very different things. If anything, you should probably Google Mudkip pre-art. Mudkip pre-release? No, that would be right. Mudkip concept art. That's what you should. By Sylveon. Oh, I feel like we're heading in very different directions. Just look up like concept art, I guess. That's what it's called, right? Before it's actually released, it's all just concept art. Okay, that's Ava Max. Gosh. So many eggs. Double starters. Oh, somebody love fairy types. Yeah, I don't know. I think when they first came out, I was sort of like whatever about the concept of it. But now they've sort of just grown on me, I guess. But yeah, I'm very big on like fire and dark type Pokemon. Like Zoroark is like one of my top favorites when it comes to like dark type. To go play Pokemon, went to go play Pokemon, find any shinies? No, I have not. No, I haven't. King Enderflame. We're halfway through box number 6, and we still haven't seen a shiny. I could have missed something, but nobody's freaked out in chat yet, so I'm assuming that I haven't missed anything yet. But we got... I guess at this point, box 8 is it? I think box 8's like missing a line, so we're like almost left with 2 more boxes left. I guess we'll just hatch all of them. And then tomorrow I can reset some more eggs, and then Wednesday we can hatch more. Dragon types, fairy types. I mean, it makes sense. I totally understand that concept of, yeah, dragon types are just overpowered. Nothing could stop them. And so fairy types were created to sort of create that balance, I guess. Got a Cyndaquil from an egg in Pokemon Road. Nice! Cyndaquil, the greatest of starters. Oh yeah, I even posted a picture of the stuffed animal Cyndaquil I got from when we got the double shinies that I bought a sitting cutie of. He's now sitting on a stack of Pokemon cards that I have next to me. Just chilling. It was a very exciting moment. I definitely felt the emotions. Bruh. Show me the pink crocodile. Yeah. I really hope. I'm interested to see if there's gonna be like new EV types. The offspring of Brock. It's the funniest thing when you just have like a full team of just Brock Pokemon. I forgot what other Pokemon were in that team. But I know that there was like at least 6 where Brock can make a full team. Ugh, come on. Eventually one of these has got to be shiny, right? This last egg in my party. I was gonna say if it's not shiny, then I'm gonna do something, but I don't know what I would do anyway, so we're just gonna sit here. Nothing beats the drying pan. Yeah, what's better than a frying pan? A drying pan. Gosh. Early Pokemon was so good. I really miss the days of watching early Pokemon. Even just like opening a lot of old packs felt really good. Alright, no problem. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you get some good sleep before you have to go to work. Yeah, eventually we're just gonna try and finish these ones and then we're gonna also prep for bed. But I think we have enough time where we can finish these last 2 boxes of eggs. Bakuhita and Swinub, yes, yes. I don't know, I think there's, I'd have to look it up. Brock. Let's see. No, these guys are like giving me like actual Brock team. I have to find it later. How everyone energy Pokemon. Well, that's because Ash was just an absolute savage back in the day. Like, it's so funny when you, like, listen back to, like, some of the English voice lines. It's funny because, like, it's not even in Pokemon. Like, a lot of times when you, like, rewatch a lot of older stuff, it's just a lot of voice lines just like, wow, really? They said that in a children's show? It's the first form of Hydreigon? Dano. Little Dano. We got Dano, then we got Swilus, and then we got Hydreigon. I feel like Dano has just got his eyes covered, no? Does he have lines for eyes? Dude, we're stuck with Grass Cat and no shiny in sight, my brothers. It's so funny because, like, when you remember back. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Dano's eyes were just covered by his hair. I don't specifically remember because I don't know. Hey, Dragon's a really cool Pokemon though. Older Pokemon. That's why older shows in general are wild. It's so good though. Especially like when you hear like the English dubs of like Ash and Misty arguing back and forth. It's so funny. Oh. Oh. Alright, I need to sure we'll do this. Dude, we're getting nothing but grass cats. Basic grass cat. Grass cats, not shiny. Oh, so it's just Dino. Interesting. X for a while I thought it was Dano, because in Japanese, DE would be Deino. Well, I guess, yeah, that's sort of like where my mind went. But then again, it's like, it makes sense because, you know, Xviolus is like the second Evo. And then it goes Hydreigon. Durai. Oh, I guess it does make sense. Never mind. Dino, Xviolus, Hydreigon. No. I can see the full paragraph. I can see it. Interesting. You learn more when you have a full team of grass cats and none of them being shiny. That's fantastic. I don't know. I feel like I take a lot of pronunciations and I like try and default it to like Japanese before I default it to any other specific language, I guess. But it does make sense. It does make sense now that you bring it up. Little child in my what? Gosh, I'm already getting sleepy. Oh yes, Snorlax, Relicanth, Dunsparce, Giddy, Gulping, Gloom, nice pass for a cold ballot. Oh, yes. We got Brock's massive army. Oh. Got the full online dries. Woo! Gosh, it's already been almost 2.5 hours, and we haven't had a single shiny. I think at this point, if we finished the 3 hours, we would have been shiny hunting these for like 3, 6, 8 hours in total, which doesn't seem very much. But a lot of our other starters have gone considerably better. Exceedingly? I don't think that's the right word. So many cakes. I don't know, it really feels like we're about to reach 1,000. Let's see, 8 boxes is like 240. So maybe 500 does make sense for when we end it off. So if we finish this, we're roughly at like 750. We're slowly approaching that 1,300 mark. All of which were Nuzleaf. Nice. It kind of feels bad because it's like, you know, when I was doing like the shiny hunts for like the outbreaks and stuff, it would like it was like one hit after another hit. We're getting so many shinies. But now it's just like, eh. That's what happens when you like to stare at people a lot. Your eyes just they get crossed out into lines. Japan's just animators are just like, no, Brock, you can't constantly stare at all these people. It's either lines or they turn into hearts. You have to decide, Brock. At which point do you want to bring out the hard eyes? I mean, I believe like a lot of background character. Well, maybe. I feel like sometimes they don't even draw faces for some of the background characters. That would seem like the most ideal thing, I guess. Alright. After this, we're on box number 7. I don't know. I don't remember a lot when I was like watching a lot of the older anime, I guess. I feel like that there's not like a lot of time in the day to like rewatch a whole bunch of stuff. Especially trying to keep up with like a lot of new animes that have been coming out. Oh, it's so difficult. And everything that I play now has like a daily quest, so I have to finish all the dailies. Which reminds me, I need to see if I have a Pokemon pack for my Poke Pocket yet. TCG Pocket. Let's see if I have a pack. I might actually. Oh, we have a booster pack. Let's open it. Open the pack. There we go. If we can't find anything good in Pocket, we'll find something good in... Okay, that's not good. Loister. Aw. I guess we got a couple new cards. No, we didn't get any new cards. Never mind. Jeez. Awful. Awful. I don't know. Do you guys play TCG Pocket? If you do, have you gotten any God packs yet? Because I have a friend that plays TCG Pocket, and he's pulled not one, but 2 God packs. Like when he first started playing the game. I couldn't believe it. It's ridiculous. Oh, little Fuecoco, why can't you just be pink? Why can't you just shine for me, Fuecoco? Please. I'm begging you. Be shiny. For me, be shiny, Fuecoco. Eventually it'll be shiny. And when it does, we will silently celebrate. Because it's like nighttime. It can't be too loud. No basic bonds. Yeah, that's how it feels. It do be feeling like that in the TCG. Dude, okay. So when I played in Sacramento this weekend, right? I have a decent amount of basic Pokemon in my deck. And I've never, like, mulliganed so many times as I did this past weekend. I swear, out of the 8 rounds that I played, I mulliganed at least, like, twice in, like, 6 out of my 8 rounds that I played. It was, like, ridiculous. There were so many rounds where I was just like, gosh, I've never mulliganed this many times in my life. Well, that's probably because I don't play a lot in my life, but I've never mulliganed with this deck so much. And it was funny because it's like, there was only one opponent. Correction. There were 2 opponents where no, it was only one guy. Never mind, I was right the first time. There was only one opponent that I played against that ever had to mulligan. And in one of those games, I also had to mulligan. I was so very much like, what the heck is happening? The sad thing is like when you have a good hand and you have to mulligan and then you like mulligan into a very bad hand and you have a basic, it's like, brother, why? Why? Praying on the top deck, Professor's Research, let me discard the 7 so I can get another 7. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of a booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Although I was fairly interested because I was playing Regidrago and there was like 4? No. 5 made it into top 8. And then 2 Miraidons were in the finals. And that was my secondary option. It's good to know that the 2 decks that I was deciding between, both of them made it into the top 8. And then a random Goldango. Actually, I'm curious about this Goldango. Hang on, give me a sec. I need to look at this deck list real quick. Because I need to see if they played the Energy Search Pro. Oh, it's not even up. Okay. Oh, whenever it becomes live and available. I'm very interested to see if the Goldango played the new A-Spec or if they played just Pred Catcher. I think it'd be cool if they played the new A-Spec. Oh, not a shiny. Whee! Wank. Waxley. Bruh, I just need to find a single shiny. Give me one Scarlet. Eventually it's gonna have to turn into a thing where I'm gonna have to do some of this offline because if I limit this to stream, it's just gonna be me streaming for like a month straight of just hatching eggs. I don't know if I want to just... definitely kills a lot of time, but... it's not until January where the evolutions come out. Oh... Every time I see a Fuecoco, I get a little bit excited, and then it comes out red. I'm like, why couldn't you be a shiny boy? Be my shiny boy. Maybe if I grab my Fuecoco Squishmallow, it will be shiny. Dog? Dog's going off. Wow, 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 wow. Oh. We're only 2.5 hours. Well, I wouldn't say old. No, we only really streamed for 3 hours, but I'm almost clocked out, boys. I have eggs in the park, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not that late. It's only like 9:40. But I've been so sapped from this past weekend. It's like, I didn't get a lot of sleep over the weekend. Like, on Friday, or last Friday, I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. so I can make it to my flight. It's only 11:43. I see, it's even later for you, and I'm feeling clocked out. Last Friday, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to make my flight. Saturday, I woke up at 6:30 a.m. so I can play in Pokemon. Sunday, I woke up at 7:30 a.m. to fly back. And then this morning, I woke up at like 7:20 to make it for work. I don't know. Something about playing Pokemon TCG for like 12 hours is just so draining, right? Because a lot of people, when you think about it, it's like you're only playing, some people look at it and it's like, oh, you're only playing card games, but the amount of mental pressure you have to do when you play, it's quite exhausting. Like Saturday, the day that I played, I think I was only really awake because the adrenaline of like doing a lot better than I did in LA like really pushed me to like stay awake. These starters like we're not optimized for play. I mean, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man. Starter decks are not, they need to be like, I wouldn't say heavily edited, but there is some editing that does need to be made for a lot of the starter decks. That's why I say, if you go to Limitless TCG, find a deck that you like, and then just start building that. And then on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of creators that like have deck list profiles that you can look at as well. Yeah, even the if you look at like League battle decks, so for Pokemon TCG, they have like a level system, I guess, with their starter decks on how competitively viable they believe it is, from like 1 to 3. Even the ones that are like labeled level 3, you probably still need to change like a couple cards from them in order to like be the fully competitively like played deck list. Like recently the Charizard EX battle deck that came out, it's a level 3 competitively viable deck, but there's still a lot of cards in there that like aren't played. Like from what I remember, there's a Moltres in there that nobody really plays. I don't remember what trainers were in there, but I would assume that majority of the trainers need to be changed out. Plus there's probably a lot of extra energy cards that people don't play. So I mean, starter decks realistically are only supposed to like sort of get your foot. It feels weird because like starter decks are supposed to get you interested in the foot, but they're not. If they're not very good, then it's kind of meh. What's going on, Pokekid? How are you? Miss you, you're gonna need gems. I see. Yeah, that's the sad part. Is like you have to constantly keep playing the daily, doing the dailies, getting gems, unlocking cards, all that other kind of stuff. You have an update, you still don't have 3 segmented nerds. I haven't even bothered to try. No, that's not a shiny. I've probably reached over 7. We're probably close to like 700 eggs right now, and we haven't had a single shiny starter for Gen 9 yet. So I feel like the shiny 3 segmented to Dunsparce is going to take a little bit longer though. Even though it is one mod, it's trying to evolve it to that 3 segments. I will say though, I'm pretty excited to try and do that eventually. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the freaking 3-family Maushold. That's not fun. Just got a Miraidon. I mean, Miraidon's a good card. There's a lot of variations of it though. There's like a single prizer. There's 2 different EXs. It's kind of weird because there's like one that's a good EX, and then there's another one where it's like nobody plays. They've been trying for 3 segmented friend. How far are they in? I'm very curious on how far or how long it takes, like, on average, for people to get a shiny 3 segment. Not sure. Okay. Because I would assume that, based off like how rare it is to get a 3 segment, it would probably take a considerable amount of the Dunsparces. or not Dunsparces. Xerneas? I don't know. Xerneas is a single. Either. I don't think it's played very much. But also, so I only really know, like, very meta decks. There's a lot of off meta decks that are pretty decent. And I'm sure if you like find an off meta deck and you get really good at it, then you can take on some of the meta decks. I just don't take too much time to try and learn any off meta stuff. And I feel like that's just a lot of extra information that I don't want to take too much time in learning, I guess. So that's why I'm sort of like limited on what decks I'm like trying to learn the counts for and like which one I'm learning how to play and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I do think, going back to the Dunsparce, I feel like it's going to be less trying to get that than 3 of each starter for Gen 9. Which pack to open because there are a lot of options? I mean, if you're looking for a specific card, then I'd probably try and open that pack. It also just depends on, yeah, it just depends on which card you're looking for. I would look at, like, whatever the set list is, and seeing if the card that you need is in that set, and just opening those packs. Because even if you get duplicate, or, I changed my answer. So, you should look up, the fastest way, well, I don't know if that's going to change, but you should look up the fastest way to get gems for buying cards. Because I think there's a thing where if you buy like 100 celebrations packs in the Pokemon TCG Live, since that's a smaller set, you're going to get a lot more gems so that you can get cards individually faster. I think. I don't know, but that's just because I had an addiction to opening physical packs, so I have a lot of code. I had a lot of code cards. If you refuse to go for 370 for the minute because I'm partially colorblind. Ah, that's unfortunate. I wonder, would there be a difference if you changed the game to like a different chroma key? Because I know there's somebody in chat previously, like when I was shiny hunting for Litten, they were saying that I should look at it when the colors were like reversed or something like that. And it looks super sick. Because instead of like the white and red, it's black and blue. Sort of like Shiny Zora. I still prefer black and red, but that's just because I love red. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out a method for shiny hunting the Dunsparce, so that's gonna take a while. But I feel like once I get all the shiny starters, that's gonna be like a major hurdle of going over. I feel like any mon that I have to like shiny hunt for like eggs in Masuda is probably just going to be the longest one. Yeah, the nice part about some of the starter decks is that it does give you a lot of majority of the cards that you do need. Do shinies not are shiny Dunsparces? Do they can't, or can they not like burrow away? Ah, let's see. I feel like that'd take like a considerably longer amount of time though. That's appreciated. I figured I didn't have any more eggs. Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I'm aware that shinies in battle can use explosion. But it's okay. I have a Poliwrath in one of these boxes that has the damp ability. So if I were to ever go for a mon that knows explosion, we're bringing Poliwrath and putting him at the lead. So any like Pineco, Reggies, Voltorbs. I think Ferroseed also knows explosion. I could be wrong though. I feel like those are the saddest ones to lose. Is like when you find the shiny after a long while and then they explode. Drifting with imprison, explosion, self-destruct, and memento. What's the difference with using the drift blim instead of the side deck? Ah, I see. Makes sense. It definitely cuts off a lot more lines than just Pokemon that can know explosion. Yeah, I'd definitely be sad if a Pokemon used Memento and I just shiny hunting it for a while. Luckily, I don't think I have to deal with that for a long while. Probably gonna be a while, so till we at least get to do those shiny hunts. 3 eggs left. Ooh, Petron's a nice mon. That's right. Shiny Coughing can also do those types of moves. Yeah. See, I'm worried that, like, you know, I'm like, I don't know if I'm too worried. I don't know if I'm more worried about losing a shiny to it knowing a self KO move, or if I just miss it out in the wild. I feel like I'm a little bit too careful when I'm overworld shiny hunting, so I'm not too worried about missing it, but that's a rip. Yeah, it's like a lot of times it's hard to learn after the first lesson, or I wouldn't say it's hard to learn after the first lesson, but when you're going for these mons, it's like, you know, it can take a considerable amount of lesson learning to really be like, alright, I can't lose anymore. I'm gonna have to figure out... Well, I wouldn't say figure out. I'm gonna have to take some time to really get this setup proper in order to not lose anymore. But usually after the first or second lesson, that's when you'd be like, okay, well now I know how to... I need to set this up for next time. And if I don't, I'm just gonna lose more. Ability and 1 move versus 2 move. Seems better to have an ability. It depends. A lot of Pokemon's abilities are very useful, but there are some, like for the Terra Pokemon, for example, in the newest Surging Spark set, there's a lot of Terrastalized Pokemon that are really good that have 2 moves and no ability. Plus, there's also a Pokemon that can't be hit by Pokemon that have an ability. So in order to like go around that ability, you have to use a Pokemon that doesn't have an ability. It just varies on like the type of Pokemon that you're trying to learn or trying to use. Oh, that's gonna be a nice. That's gonna be a sad time trying to go for a time limit. It's like, oh gosh, I have 3 turns to catch this thing. Please don't break out of the ball. At what point do you just say, F it, I'm using a Master Ball? Because at least in Scarlet and Violet, you can technically find a way to like craft Master Balls. So it's not like you can really run out, I guess. Which is, I guess, the nice part that they have in this game. True. That is very true, yeah. I guess, yeah, if you do have, like, the preferred ball to catch the shinies in, then, yeah, you'd probably want to do something to help. Especially luxury balls, because they don't have, like, the greatest of catch rates. Yeah. I don't really use a lot of the status affecting Pokemon. Like, I think right now poisoning in Pokemon TCG is the most popular status condition that people use. But there has been some mons that have used the burn ability. Which is funny, because, like, the only thing that comes to mind is Slitherwing, and that's not a fire type in the TCG, that's a fighting type. Oh, are we about to go into our 8th box and no shiny? I'm gonna have to review these boxes. And this is just for the first one. Imagine how we're gonna have to get the other 8. Non-shiny Sprigatito. Alright. Last box. Honestly, Smeargle is a good Pokemon to like shiny hunt with. It's also a pretty dope shiny. I don't know why I haven't started trying to use it either. It's funny because like I've seen people use either Breloom or Caesar. I've seen some people use Caesar for its false swipe. But I can definitely see Smeargle being like the optimal Pokemon to use. At some point. I don't know, because I guess because I use Quick Ball and Repeat Balls, I don't ever like try to hit the Pokemon at all. Unless it's like really annoying and I'm just like, alright, I've saved before this. I can take the hit and, you know, try and do some damage to chip you down. I'm gonna type your answer. Oh, nice. That's smart. That's smart Smeargle play. Definitely wouldn't have thought about that. If you've taken damage from it. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you're talking about if your Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does more damage. There's quite a bit of Pokemon that do that. I lost one of my games because a Pokemon did that over this past weekend. It was so sad because I hit it just enough for it to do like max damage to me. I'm like, dude, this blows. After that, I was very cautious, very cautious. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fine. Pretty much guarantees catches them. Like, no, that's cool. See, that's some cool tech. It's like, you know, you have a situation where it's like, okay, well, it's a grass type, can't spore them, but you change their typing so that they can be spored. So that's just great tech. I don't have that kind of brain when it comes to the Pokemon video game. Which is funny, because that's why it's like, when people are just like, oh, why don't you play, like, the Pokemon VGC and try to be competitively in that? I'm like, oh... The amount of abilities, attacks, moves, stats, all the numbers, I have zero knowledge of it. And so, I just cannot try and think about all the different pathways that people do for the teams. Sapsipper. Oh, which Pokemon has that ability? I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Ooh, who has it? Ooh. Did Farigiraf have it? Is that where I heard it from? I don't remember. I think it was in like a Wolfig video that I heard, that I first saw, that I first heard of that ability. I think. Healing Hazard? Azumarill's hidden ability. Was it from that? I'm gonna look it up as soon as Ooh. Oh yes, I was right. Alright, let me see. Yes, Farigiraf can have... Oh, it's its hidden ability as well. Nice. Yeah. So that was the first time I ever heard of that ability, was when Wolfiglick did a video using Farigiraf. I don't remember what the ability does, but I just remember that it was an ability. That's the sad part. I can't even retain the knowledge of what stuff does. I just retain the knowledge of what it is. Yeah, because I think it was, Wolfie Glick did a video on, like, his Worlds team, or, like, what they were doing with the Worlds team. And he mentioned Farigiraf with Sapsipper, I think. I don't know. There was a short time where I was just very interested in the VGC. And then I was like, yep, I definitely can't compete in the VGC. Yeah, stadiums are pretty worth it. If your deck can really go with a stadium, then yeah. Most decks run like 1 to 2. Some of them, if you really need the stadium, they run 4 or 3. It's just a matter of how much your deck needs it. Pokemon immune to grass and increase the attack side if hit by... and I think... Oh, I think that's probably why they had Sapsipper. Because I think he was using his Farigiraf to set up, and so that if his Farigiraf had Sapsipper, then he couldn't be spored on. I think that was his idea for it. I think, I'm trying to like remember the video, but I think it was like he had like a Farigiraf that had Hyper Voice and the held item Throat Spray. And he didn't want it to be hit by Spore. I guess all the competitive people at the time were also using Amoonguss. Yeah. Yeah, Fang, you got it. That's like the entire reason why I even have like a level 100 Amoonguss on my team. Was because I was just like, yeah, VGC would be cool. And then I thought about it more. I'm like, yeah, we can't do VGC. I would need to like spend a butt amount of time trying to learn like abilities and stuff in order to try and like even compete on the VGC level. I don't know. I think I also just like the TCG a little bit too much, just because it's like all the information is there. There's no like hidden abilities and stuff that you need to learn. You just have to. It's like processing a puzzle where you have a situation. It's like, all right, how do I get out of the situation? How do I overtake my opponent? How do I work around their situation? Type thing. Or for single battles. I think the idea of double battles is cool. Oh, good night, King Underflame. Have a good night. We're almost done here, too. The 8th box is almost wrapped up, so... I'm gonna have to look back and see if I found any shinies and I just didn't react to it, or... if it just didn't show. So I haven't seen a single shiny yet. Yeah. I think doubles is cool, but it's sort of like... it brings a new element of... I guess, trying to mind game your opponent. It brings in more variables of what your opponent can do. Gosh, we're gonna finish all these eggs within 3 hours. Nice. I think we can do this all on Wednesday. I think it's really cool though when people can like, you know, hold the information enough and be really good at Pokemon battles. At least for the VGC. I mean, it's cool for the TCG as well. But it's just like when they know all the different Pokemon abilities, the different percentages, how moves interact with each other, how Pokemon interact with each other. Pretty cool. Fortunately, my memory is not very good, so I don't think it'll ever happen. Oh, apparently my OBS is 3 hours, 12 minutes. On my restream, however, it's less than 3 hours, which is weird. Go, play go, be shiny. Nice, congratulations, King, you've done it. Did you make a mistake when you were playing in the game? It happens. I've definitely had a lot of brain fart moments. Especially this past weekend, I had such a big brain fart moment. Because I was going to make a play, but then I realized, wait a minute, I did something earlier in the turn that doesn't allow me to make that play anymore. So I had to end up just stopping my play mid-game, and I was like, well, my mind sort of went boom. It feels weird, because like when you have like a specific play and then it gets stopped, your brain just sort of goes boom. No, yeah, I when I was looking up, it had like a whole list of Pokemon that know Sap Sipper, but it's all a majority of them are like hidden abilities. I don't know. I think it's more fun for me to like listen on the concept of VGC rather than trying to think about how I would compete in the VGC. Dude, Blitzel is such a good mon. I loved that mon. When it first came out, I put him in every team. Let's go. Don't worry, King. Eventually, see, you learn from your greatest mistakes. Eventually. Eventually, you'll remember this moment and be like, oh yeah, that's right, I messed up this process. And this is how I can improve it. Brother Bear. My brother. Please be a shiny. Right now. Do it. Go. These mons are testing me. They're testing me. Equals are simply beyond your understanding. Yeah, what you're trying to achieve, it's not yet unlockable with the current XP you have. You need to gain more XP. Once you gain more XP, then the goals will be in sight. That's just what you're missing now. Once you gain that XP, then your goals will be in reach. I do have an automatic egg, so we'll just... This didn't make it any better. I guess I'm gonna have our final 3 eggs. I'm starting to just believe Masuda method is fake. Doesn't matter if you have a foreign ditto or a regular ditto, the odds are forever not in anybody's favor. Like, I wonder if it'll be faster if I just solo shiny hunted single type first. I managed to with this cute big, but heck no. You want to get my $10 in my bank account? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, bro, if Swampert had a Sap Sipper, Swampert's already a pretty beefy Pokemon, so just the fact that you can, if he had a hidden ability to make him immune to grass and increase his attack, that'd be ridiculous. The thing would actually be beyond people's comprehension. It would definitely be a menace to the VGC. Can you imagine if that's what they do in the newer games? They just release absolutely broken Pokemon. I just break the VGC. Holy. I know I've said this in the past, but I really hope they bring back Megas for the TCG as well, because I definitely missed out on those cards. Ooh, another red boy. What's my favorite Mega? Ah, sheesh. I would need to look at them. Mega. Let me see. List of Mega Pokemon. Mega Lucario is pretty sick. Mega Gengar, pretty peak. Mega Houndoom. Oh, Mega Blaziken is my favorite, 100%. Like, after looking at this list, holy. Mega Blaziken. Oh, yeah. Rayquaza is pretty good. But I feel like that's probably a lot of people's favorite, or that would be a lot of people's favorites. Mega, yes, King, we know. You favor the wall. The absolute unit of Mega Aggron. Alright, we have our final 3 eggs. These aren't shiny, I'll be sad. Yeah, I think for me, it's just, I like Blaziken in general, and his Mega form just makes him look so much better as well. Oh, Absol is such a good design. Mega Absol is super sick as well. Definitely can't go wrong with that Pokemon. I don't know, I think the only real Mega that I think looks weird is like Slowbro. I already closed the list, but I'm assuming it's Slowbro. Or he's just getting eaten by his like tail thing. That looks so funny. Angel of Death Vibes? Yeah. Honestly, Absol is such a sick Pokemon. I'm kind of glad it doesn't like have its like evolution, and that's just like the basic of how it looks. Or I'm also glad it doesn't have a pre-evolution either. I'm glad it's just like its own basic Pokemon. Yeah, the Mega definitely looks sick. I hope they introduce more Megas though. I hope they bring back some of the old ones and they introduce new ones. Shit might be cooked. The game's cooked. Unfortunate King. 07s. Next time. Give it a episode secondary typing. Yeah, honestly, I really like dual typing. I feel like dual typing is like a sick mechanic that you have in the game. At the same time though, it's like why would you not, if you're making other stuff dual typing, why would you not make something dual typing? It took us 3.5 hours to hatch all these eggs. Jeebus, so then we'll review and see if any of these ones are shiny or not. Last egg. Will this final egg be shiny? Yes or no? The answer... probably no. They removed the typing from Mega Aggron. Uh-oh. King, don't listen. Don't listen. Drayless Brigatito. That's weird. Why would they remove typings? That's so odd. To make it a monotype? Alright, I'm gonna check all these. See if any of them come up shiny and I didn't miss one. Aw. I guess they wanted to like prep the way for Arcaludon, give them a better reason to be like, yes, steel. Big metal steel mon. Nothing yet. Oh gosh. Oh, we're over 700 eggs and no shine. Well, that's it for that. Trigger gets the fires that you don't need. Sometimes that happens. No, yeah, we're gonna do this again on Wednesday probably. I think we'll do this again on Wednesday. I need to make more eggs. So on Wednesday I'll probably make the same amount of eggs, and then I'll try between now and then to get like an accurate count of how many eggs we've gone through. I'm not too worried. You know, this can take however long it wants. I'm not like in a rush or anything. We'll definitely take a break in January though, so we can do the evolutions when the new set comes out, because I feel like that just the timing of that is pretty nice. But I will be ending stream here today. I want to thank you guys for showing up. It's very appreciated. Thank you for all the new people that came in. And yeah, honestly, hopefully we get at least one shiny from Wednesday, because if we don't, then I think by Wednesday we should be almost at the point of reaching 1,000 eggs. So hopefully we get our first shiny before 1,000. Jasmine over here with my new work. Sometimes that do be happening at midnight. Alright, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I've also gotta make sure I edit some stuff tonight as well. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. King, don't stress too much about the TCG. It'll all be fine. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I hope to see you guys on